Hello and welcome to Yes, You Are Brave. This is a podcast where we're going to set off on a journey together to find and build our brave, where we explore all the ways that you have been brave and all the ways that you can be brave again. Because even though we may have forgotten or we may have fallen out of practice, we're all brave. And I'm on a mission to prove it and help you believe that yes, you are brave. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Yes, You Are Brave. I'm Pawnee, I'm your host. Super duper excited that you are here. Let's talk brave, shall we? Okay, so this week I want to let's talk about being happy. Let's talk about being happy this week because I feel like sometimes we make it more difficult than it needs to be. So I want to talk about being brave enough to let yourself be happy and ways that we can be happy. So let's talk about ways we can be happy. And I feel like that there's so much about being happy. There's so much about happiness. There's all of these things and ways to be happy. And I really think that happiness is maybe not quite as difficult or as complicated as we sometimes like to make it out to be. And I realize that there are tons of things that come up that make it difficult to be happy, that we have to struggle through. But I also believe that you find what you look for. And I really, truly believe that part of it is just allowing yourself to be happy. So we're going to talk about a few things today to be happy, like ways to be happy. First of all, you got to let yourself be happy. And I know that sounds weird, but sometimes I think that we have this idea that for some reason we don't get to be happy because we haven't done something. We have not reached a certain level. We have not accomplished this particular goal. We have not whatever, so we can't yet be happy. And I think that is the biggest bunch of BS in the whole freaking world, because you don't have to wait to be happy. You don't. It's a silly thing. It's silly to say that like, oh, once I get this, then I'll be happy. And we all know people that are like that. Maybe you've even been like that yourself. I know that I have. It's like, oh, well, I'll be really happy when something happens. Well, no, that the trick is to be happy now. And then when that thing happens, you can be even more happy. You can be happy then as well. It's the whole thing that life is a journey, right? I think happiness is also a journey, not a destination. So if you're waiting to get to a certain place to be happy, then you're never going to be happy. You have to decide that you're ready to be happy and be happy now. That's the first thing. I think the first trick to being happy is just deciding that you want to be happy and realizing that you don't have to wait to be happy. There is nothing anywhere that says that you have to have this, and this to be happy. Those are restrictions. Those are parameters that you have put on your own happiness that don't actually need to be there. So maybe take a look at, what are you waiting for to be happy? Are you waiting for the perfect job, the perfect significant other? Are you waiting to find that perfect house? What are you waiting for to be happy? Or are you just letting yourself be happy over especially little things? So kind of going along with that, letting little things make you happy, I want to talk about bringing that childlike joy back, allowing that childlike joy back into your life. I've realized that we're all in way too big of a hurry to grow up. And I feel like I was in a really big hurry to grow up, and I have regretted it ever since. Like, growing up was the biggest mistake ever. And I think that we're in such a hurry to grow up that we forget that, like, you got to be a grown-up forever. I was listening to a book this morning, and she was talking about how, like, children just don't give a crap about anything, and because they don't have to yet. And I think that there's things we can learn from kids about being happy. And I think that's one of the keys to happiness. First is realizing that we don't have to wait for it. And second is let little things make you happy. And the way that you let little things make you happy and bring back that childlike joy is you stop taking yourself so dang seriously. You don't have to be a certain way just because you are an adult. You really don't. You don't have to be so serious all the time. So most of you know, I live with my sister and her family at the present moment. And we have dogs, and we have this little dog that she's a special needs puppy. We got her because somebody else that we knew could not handle her. And she is not quite a year yet, but she's almost completely blind. And she struggles a little bit to let us know when she needs to go outside. So as a result, it became necessary this weekend to shampoo the carpet in the hall. And we've also just kind of blocked the hall off from her. She doesn't get to go in there anymore. But anyway, it became necessary to shampoo the carpet in the hall. And So my brother-in-law shampooed the carpet in the hall, in one of the bedrooms, and, a few other little spots. So Saturday was spent, there was fans going to try to get the carpet dry, right? So there was all these fans going, pulled all the fans out of the garage, and I couldn't help but notice multiple times throughout the day, my niece is just sitting in front of the fan singing, and my 3-year-old niece was sitting there in front of the fan several times, and she was just, I have to sing, and of course, listening to the way that the fan was altering her voice. But she wasn't the only one to do it. That the 7-year-old and the 9-year-old also did it, and multiple times during the day. So what are those little things like that you can do that just make you happy in the moment? There's no rhyme, there's no reason for them. Come on, who doesn't like making distorted voices in a fan and let it make you smile? The other thing that I saw a thing the other day, and it was this, and the lady was like, as I've become an adult and explored all these whatever, I found that I really prefer to eat apples cut up in slices out of a bowl like a 5-year-old. And so if that's how you like to eat apples that way. There are some things, they don't really matter. It don't matter how you do them. It doesn't matter how you eat apples. If you want to eat them with peanut butter or, with slices like a little kid, that's totally fine. The other thing that I took my niece for a walk with me the other day. I was walking my dog and I took her with me, and it had just rained. We had quite a bit of rain, and I was walking and I was trying to avoid the puddles because I was wearing tennis shoes, first of all, and I don't want my tennis shoes to be wet. But my niece just kept jumping in the puddles, instead of stepping over them. And I thought, how many times did I as a kid go out and dance in the rain and jump in puddles and all of those type of things? Now, to be fair, when I was young, where I lived, the summer rain was warm. And if it was warm here, I probably would go play in it more, but it's cold. But she just was having the best time ever, just jumping in these little puddles and letting that be magic. And I think that is one of the things that we lose as adults. We lose that just ability to see the magic in things, the everyday things. My other niece is obsessed with rocks now, and she's always finding these really cool rocks, and she's got to collect all the rocks. And so I've started to notice, of course, as the adults in the house, we have all kind of started noticing rocks now. And there's some really cool rocks. They're just laying there. They're just out there. They're just everywhere. So I think that when we start to notice things more that make us happy, then we can find more things that make us happy. The other thing I want to talk about with these things, there's so many different things. I know I'm not saying to go act in a childish way or turn back into a child. Not necessarily, no. But there are things, children let things make them happy for no reason. And they don't question it. They don't make lists. They don't, you know what I mean? Something makes them happy. They let it make them happy. And so if something makes you happy and there's nothing wrong with it, there's no reason why it needs to be another way, then let it make you happy. If you really like drinking out of that specific cup or eating off of that really bright orange plate, then do it. Do the little things that make you happy. You don't need to ask. You don't need to know why it makes you happy all the time. Just let things make you happy. Okay? For me, there's a couple things I love lots of things. One of the things that I really enjoy is those gnomes that have kind of become popular the last couple of years. The ones where you don't see their face, you just see their hat is over their nose and then you just see the beard. I really like the gnomes. I have no particular reason why. And I don't particularly like other gnomes, the gnomes that you can totally see their face. I don't really like those ones, but I love the ones that you just see their nose and then the beard. I just love them. They make me happy. I love hippos. There's no real reason to love hippos. Hippos are kind of weird, but I just love hippos. I love rhinos. Rhinos are so cool. And there's so many things that it doesn't necessarily matter why you love it. Unless it's becoming, there are exceptions of things that are actually unhealthy for you and bad for you, those type of things. But if they're simple little things that don't have any real consequences to them, stop questioning why they make you happy and just let them make you happy. If it is a style of dress, it's bright colors, it's, you know what I mean? There's maybe a certain pair of sunglasses that just makes you feel like a movie star. Let yourself feel like a movie star on your way to the grocery store and don't worry about the rest of it. And really just stop taking yourself so dang seriously. Really, stop taking yourself so seriously. Stop needing a reason for everything. Stop just being such a tightwad about your joy. Stop demanding reasons to be happy and just let yourself be happy. Now, kind of the other thing that I have written down to talk about here, and because of the time of year that we're coming up on, right? This is going to air one of the last weeks in September. And so we are kind of headed into the holidays season-ish. And the other thing that I wanted to say, celebrate the holiday for what it is, what you like about it. Okay? Make holidays your own. Okay, people are like, oh, I hate this holiday. You're like, well, why do you hate the holiday? And most people hate the holiday because of the way that somebody else celebrates it. You don't like that holiday because of the way somebody else celebrates it. Celebrate it your own dang way. I was working a temporary job, and one of the girls was saying how she hated Christmas because her mom listened to the same old Christmas songs all the time and she just hated it. Well, celebrate it your own way. You are an adult. Become your own person and celebrate it for you. And stop worrying about the way other people are celebrating their holidays. Who cares? Stop being so uptight about everything and looking for the bad in everything. That's the other thing. You want to be happy? Stop looking for the damn misery. Seriously, if you want to be happy, start looking for reasons to be happy and you will find them. Stop looking for reasons to complain. Stop looking for reasons to be negative and just be happy. You know what I mean? And I know that the holidays can be really polarizing for some weird reason. And people, they tend to be really critical about the ways other people celebrate holidays. And I kind of miss the one thing about 2020 that I think was kind of cool. And I know that it was a dumpster fire every year and we don't really talk about it. We don't really like it. But there was one thing that in that year, when it started to get into September, October-ish, there was a lot of people that were like, okay, you know what? This is the time you want to start celebrating Christmas right now. Cool. You want to celebrate this. It was just like, whatever brings you joy, whatever makes you happy, you go ahead and do it. Like, you deserve whatever kind of happiness you can find after this dumpster fire of a year that we have had. I love that mentality of like, you know what? Go ahead. And honestly, I think a lot of people did it more in 2020 than maybe have done it since. Or, well, definitely more than did it before, but maybe you haven't done it since. But what holidays make you happy? Is Halloween your thing? And you want to start decorating tomorrow, but you feel like it's too early? Decorate. If it makes you happy, you decorate to your little heart's content. Okay? And maybe you wait until the 1st of October to put up all your big stuff outside. That's cool, but do you want the inside of your house to look like a medieval castle or a witch's cottage? You do that if it makes you happy. Okay, celebrate the holidays for what you like about the holidays. Celebrate the holidays for what brings you joy. And if you're all about, I will say I'm not going to encourage everybody to just be about the candy and the junk, but celebrate it for what brings you joy. And if you just really like making lists of what you're thankful for, or you really like the music, or you like the skulls and the dark themes, go ahead and do it. Let it make you happy and don't worry about what other people think. I believe that you can be happy. I know you can be happy if you've decided that you want to be happy. The other thing about happiness is I really do believe that it is a choice. There are lots of obstacles to being happy, but also a big part of it, I think, is we have to choose to be happy. And we have to choose what we're willing to do and what we're willing to give up to be happy. Because a lot of us are, like it or not, or realize it or not, a lot of people, they are very addicted. They are very stuck in their misery. They're very committed to being miserable. They're very committed to not allowing their, not allowing themselves to be happy. They're not allowing themselves to be happy. They just want to be miserable and they feel justified in it. And for some reason, that's their thing. That's their drug, is being miserable. And so I want you to decide, how happy do you want to be? How happy are you willing to be? And are you willing to allow yourself to be happy? Because a lot of times it starts with permission from yourself that you get to be happy, regardless of what other people say. So that is what I have for you this week. Just allow yourself to be happy. And we do that by not taking ourselves so seriously, by allowing that childlike joy back into our lives, doing the things that little things. Stop questioning why it makes you happy and just let it make you happy. If it's not illegal or immoral, don't worry about it. Okay? It's not hurting anybody or hurting you. Don't worry about it. Let it make you happy. So be happy, be yourself. Stop being so judgy of other people, and don't worry about people being judgy of you, because when people are judgy of you and your happiness, that says more about them than it does about you. That is them projecting their misery or trying to throw their misery on you, and you do not have to accept it. You absolutely do not. So take some time, let those little things make you happy. Remember that you are amazing and you are wonderful and you are brave enough to allow yourself to be happy. I love you. I believe in you. You've got this. Let's go be happy. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. And if you enjoyed what you've heard today, please leave a review down below and share this with anyone that you feel like could use a little more brave in their life. And if you'd like to follow more of my journey to be brave, you can follow me on social media and link down below. Have a fantastic day and don't forget to be brave.